Well, what better way to end a regular season than with one of the most bitter rivalries in the NFC West? It's the Seahawks and the 49ers, and it's coming up next. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Welcome to the Bay Area, everyone. It is rivalry week in the NFC West. Seahawks 49ers is underway.
The Seahawks take over first down.
So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? A former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's second down coming up. And Brock, this is a rivalry that's so relatively new by comparison, right? They've only been division opponents since '02, but the mutual dislike, maybe even hatred, is it's that of a much longer series, thanks to that short stretch where they were each other's biggest obstacles to reaching that Super Bowl.
A lot of stars during that time, too, Kate. Harbaugh, Carroll, Sherman, Russell, 49ers loaded with talent as well. It may be short-lived, but there's a lot of vitriol between the two. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Escapes the defender. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the 49ers the first.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw by Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy on the play action. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Hey, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
On fourth down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10. Darnold. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. From the gun, Darnold. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And that will not be enough for a first down. So we start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
On third down, Walker. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Running with Walker again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the 47-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on third. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 from the 32. Walker now from the gun. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
To throw, here's Darnold. That's taken in by Cup. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Running back motions right. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's a design run. And they're not going to give him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. Going with a quick bounce out line. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Throwing here, Darnold. Throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Darnold. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Isaac Gorindo to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out comes the San Francisco 49ers offense, and in a nod to their fans, the faithful, Brock, wearing their alternate black rivalry jerseys this week. A callback, as you know, to the days of Rice, Montana, Young, and company, leading them to those 5 Super Bowl titles. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. McCaffrey running between the tackles. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Going run again with McCaffrey. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Darnold now to throw. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Running left, here's Walker. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here's Darnold. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. So it's a perfect play to break it big.
Going on first, here's Darnold. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Well, we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. This is Walker on second. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. From the red zone on 1st. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Now go with Walker on the counter. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Myers' kick is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Sky Moore on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. New set of downs for him from the 31. We send him left out of the slot. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Off the play fake, Purdy. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down throw by Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3.
Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Takes it in at the 26. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So first down from the 41. From the gun, Darnold. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the 49ers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19. 7 yards on that pickup. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They'll motion a tight end left. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come off 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They stick with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Niners 10, Seahawks 6.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Jukes away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks offense running out now. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
Walker on 1st down. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Staying with Walker. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Darnold. It's caught. Garner. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw, here's Darnold. Connection made to Shaheed. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Barner with the grab. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. They give up the gut to Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Needs to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3.
13. 49ers 10. Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. The window to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And snaps this one over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that gives the 49ers the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Purdy on 1st down. Finds his man over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Sending him on the dime. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
A tight end in motion now. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
49er, first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trail by a field goal. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. This one's caught. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
17. Seahawks 13.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Young on the return. He dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Setting up to pass. Barner's got it. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a pickup of 9. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
And the Seahawks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down from the 42. Back to throw. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he's down to almost... No, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
First down, Seahawks.
Here he is to throw. Leads it again to Smith and Jigba. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. And again, it's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Finding Shaheed, back-to-back plays. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
49ers 17.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Rindo to return it. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Jukes away from one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. From the gun is Purdy. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
And the 49ers
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 from the 43. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.